see it. You're going to have to tell me comments. Tell me when we're live. I don't know if anybody's there because I can't see the camera today. I've got a camera girl. I'm not going to say cameraman, I'm going to say camera girl. Go on, flip it round, Sharon. Go on, show them. Hello! Yeah, we've got Sharon doing some camera work today. And it's going to be quite a quick one because it's been a bit crazy here. Sorry I've not been on for the last 2 weeks. We've had a lot of upsets and ups and downs, and things are back on track. So I've told you I can't say much about my granddaughter, but she's on the mend and we're all really, really happy about that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of talking while we get a few more of you in. Is there anyone in?
We have Ted.
Oh, excellent.
Sarah Langmaid is watching.
Hi, Sarah. I can't say hello to you also. I'm going to let Sharon say hello as she sees you come in.
Pat Turner is watching. Hello.
Hiya, Pat.
Marion McInnes.
Oh, hiya, Marion. Is it Margaret McInnes?
No, Marion.
Marion? Oh, there must be two. I thought it was Margaret.
Sarah says hi, Ali.
Hiya, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, by the way, let me just say, the binder foot, love it. Absolutely love it. I think that's the one that you were recommending from eBay, and it's absolutely works a dream, so I'm really pleased about that.
Now Margaret's on.
Hiya, Margaret. I told you I'd be on this week, Margaret.
And Bev.
Bev Appleton?
Yeah.
Hiya, Bev.
And Diane Greaves.
Oh, Diana, we might have your little grandson here, the one that we share.
Say hello, Oliver.
Hi.
Look at camera, because Nana's in there. Say hello to Nana.
Hi, Nana.
This is Oliver. Come and say hello. I'll lift you up for 2 seconds. Oh, I'll bend down.
There you go.
This is Oliver, my little grandson, one of many. I have 3 grandsons and 3 granddaughters now, and this is the next to the youngest. Mwah. He's been playing here today, and he's had his dinner, and we're just doing a bit of sewing, aren't we? Oh, and what else have you been doing? He's been drawing nice pictures of rainbows, and he's been learning his letters, and he's got a bag full of die cut letters to take home and practice. So he's going to take them home and he's going to learn. He's been learning how to say cat and what else, Oliver? Pet and mummy and daddy. So we're really proud of him. He's done really well. As has his older brother and sister. Thumbs up to them too. Well done, Jack and Abby. Can't leave you out.
Diana says hi, Oliver.
She's messaged on screen. Do you want to have a look? He's a bit shy now. Oh, he's coming. He's coming to see his Nana.
Hi, sweetheart.
That's your Nana. She's watching. Right, I suppose I better tell you what I'm doing today. I had a request from Sharon. She's made this beautiful Harry Potter quilt for her niece,
yes,
who's moving into a new home, and she's got some of the Harry Potter fabric on the back, and she's got some Aldi fat quarters on the front. If any of you are stuck for ideas, do what Sharon's done. Cut them into squares, join them together, you've got a beautiful quilt. Quite a big one as well. How many were there, Sharon?
2 fat quarter packs.
2 packs of fat quarters, and you'll get a lovely size quilt. And then 2 meters of the backing. I happen to have this in stock. So we've got 2 meters of the backing, and that has done that nicely.
Nana.
Oh, he's got a thimble. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm quilting it for her. She wanted to know how to do the edge-to-edge quilting. So I've got my, as you all know, my dime hoops, the magnetic hoops, the monster ones. These are fantastic. Make this job so much easier. And what we've chosen, if you can just look at screen, we've chosen a star one with like little swirls. So we've put that into the USB port, and we've got it on a 7x13, which this hoop does easily. So this is my way of doing it. I don't know if it's the correct way because I've never done it any other way than this way, and it's how I learnt myself. I did have an offer from Siobhan to show me how to do it, which unfortunately COVID came, so I couldn't wait. I had to learn. And this is how I do it. So if you want to learn how to do it properly, there is things out there. Emily Scott Designs does a booklet, I think, and tutorials, but this is my way of doing it. Right, so I've got my monster hoop on. Because I've got this, I don't have to unhoop. I can just take that up, lift it over the head of the machine. And now I've got mine set to start from the right. So it ends here. If you can just see that little stitch there, that loop as it comes round. So what I need to do is I need to move this over to this side. Now, before you start, you do stitch out the design onto some stabiliser and cut it out the same size as your hoop. So it starts and stops at each end and it just repeats over and over again. So I know if I lay that on top, that is going to be exactly where it starts and stops, as you can see underneath as it is there. So I need to move that position to that place there. So I don't even use that unless I start a next row. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it across, move all the quilt, and it lays really flat. I know it needs to be in line with the needle that's in the middle position there. So that's about right. I bring my top hoop back round, lay it back on, and I just lay it all flat in the hoop. You can give it a little pull and it's absolutely fine. I know my sides are level because I've got it running evenly down that side there. While I look at this pin, I'm going to take it out. I'm just using the curved pins. Oops. So I'll take that one out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the start-stop button. Actually, I'm going to lower my foot. Press the start-stop button and I'm going to press it again straight away. So that's going to stop before it goes down. And you can see there's about a centimetre difference there to the stitches to my needle. So all I'm going to do is just pull my work slightly in the hoop until I can see the middle of those stitches in the middle of the hoop. I'm going to put my needle down and that has gone straight onto those stitches. So I'm going to press my machine. It'll do 3 anchoring stitches. If you don't come undone, and then it's come undone. It would do. So I'm going to put it back to the beginning and I'm just going to thread it up.
Ali, Carol Lewin is asking, where did you get the magnetic frames from?
The magnetic frames are available from Dime, which is Dimensions in Machine Embroidery. And if you go onto Facebook, there is a Facebook group run by Michelle Schofield, and she puts regular orders in. She actually distributes them for England, and they are well worth every penny. I think I've got nearly every size now. I just need one more, and that is my border one, my builder block one, which I want next. Definitely well worth. Right, I've got it started again. Sorry, I've started it, but I'm back onto the same spot and it's started again. I just need to get rid of the threads. So that will just carry on stitching now. So definitely go onto the Dime, which is Dimensions in Machine Embroidery Facebook group. Have a word with Michelle and she'll put an order in for you. It only takes a couple of weeks, I think, but she'll let you know when there's some more due in. Even during the COVID, we've still been having deliveries. Right, so I'll just cut off this extra thread here because it's going to get caught. But I just think like this, they are quite an expensive bit of kit. But the thing is, you pay for your machine, for your quilts quilting. If you get these hoops, then that's going to pay for itself. 1 or 2 quilts and you've paid for your hoop. And I am not affiliated to them at all. I just think that it's a fantastic product. The ones I'm using, the edge-to-edge designs, are from Amelie Scott, and you can get them as PDF, not PDFs, as downloads for your USB. I'm just holding it down at the edge there. I have left quite a bit of border all the way around, and that is so that I can get it to go right up to the edge of the quilt. Doing some lovely little stars on there. There's quite a lot of different designs out there as well, so you've got things like, on my last ones I bought 11 and 12 think there's about 20 lots now, and each one's got about 10 on. They've got beer, cupcakes, butterflies, feathers, daisies, strawberries, you name it, there's all sorts on there. I have been very busy doing things for my granddaughter, so while this is doing its thing, I shall show you a few things I've been doing. So as I said to Sarah, I think a lot of you will know that I was trying to find something for the binding, because obviously it needed to stretch, and my granddaughter's got a few problems and she needs, my quilt stopped it now, she needs to have clothes that open up. So by doing it this way, it's all bound, and all I need to do is put Velcro on the edges. All right.
Yeah, I've got some questions.
Oh, come on then.
Carol Lewin,
Yep.
are they Pez files for Brother machines?
They do all the different file formats. Mine's Pez, obviously, because I'm using a Brother, but they do all the different ones that you could ever need. Everything from Janome to your XXX, your DSTs, all the ones that you need for your machines.
Yeah, and Bev says, biggest I could get for my 800E was 5x7, and I don't think it's big enough to do this, Ali.
I don't think it is. I think 6x11 is the smallest offhand. So you'd need the next size up, Bev. Sorry about that. Unless you can get a bigger hoop for your machine.
With the upgrades,
Yeah,
might be.
maybe with the upgrades. It's definitely worth it though for saving your money on your quilting, and the fact that you've done everything yourself, it's really good. I'll set it off doing the next one, and then I'll talk you through some of the other bits and pieces we've been doing. Just coming up to the last bit now, so you can see it's going to start and stop in the same place each time. There we go. You'll also notice on the edge here you get these stickers. I weren't sure when I first got them whether to put these on or not, but they do actually really help, because I know that by looking down here, straight down, it's 9. So I know that next time if I move my quilt up and I've got 9 on the opposite side, you put the 0 in the centre. If I move it to the 9 there, I know that that's about exactly where that's going to stop and start. So it's all there to help you. So, you know, put all your stickers on that you get. Right, so again, it's got a little cutaway in these corners. Just release it, lift that up over the top, move that over so it's level with the needle. Bring this back down. Place it back on top. You don't have to have it anywhere near precise at the moment. But if I look, that's about level with 9. So I'm going to press it down, start, stop, and that's even less than a centimetre this time. So I just need a little tug on there, straighten up the fabric. Make sure everything's nice and straight, and drop my needle down. It'll do 3 anchoring stitches, and then off it goes on its way. When you come to do the row below, I tend to start from the opposite side and work back across. So then I rotate my design 90 degrees, and then it'll start at the opposite side. So I keep these all the same way.
Got some more questions, Ali.
Yeah.
Could you put a link to the sites, please, as I've already forgot, sorry, says Anne.
No problem, Anne.
And Jude Vidler says, sorry, I missed the name of the USB for patterns.
Amelie Scott. Amelie Scott Designs. It's an American lady, and she's got, I think there must be about 20 sets now. They're about $19 each, and you get about 10 on each pack that you buy. So yeah, I'll put a link. Well, Sharon will help me put a link. You know I'm not good at technology,
Yeah, I'll help you.
but I highly recommend them. You can do this with your normal hoops. You know, don't think you can't do it. It's just a lot harder with it having to go in and out and over the top. And in this way, you can easily quilt a quilt in an evening. Right, so that's now happily on its way. Just make sure, see, I've touched it again. The quilt's coming around the front and touching. Just start that off again. Right, so back to what I was showing you. So yeah, the little vests just need Velcro on the top, the bottoms and the sides, and they all open up flat. So I am going to be doing some screen printing on these. That might be another thing I show you. So we've got a nice pile of little vests that have been made ready. I bought a pattern from Made by Jack's mum, and this is the little pattern. Now I know this doesn't open, but it's got an envelope neck, so I'm going to let her mum try this on and see if she can manage to get these on and off. It's got poppers. I use the prim ones with the Vario pliers to open and close for nappy access. And that one is, as I said, Made by Jack's mum. Nice patterns those. I also bought the Patterns for Pirates little teeny beanie, and that is the little one with the ears, with the nice unicorn fabric. I've only been using scraps up for these. And it also comes with the little tie top one. So she's got matching lip hat and little lip vests. So she's going to get lots of kisses in those when we're allowed to give her a kiss. And another one from the Patterns for Pirates is another tie top beanie. And then I made some sheets for her. I also did some bunting, but that's gone to their house. So little sheets for her. It's not the proper cot, it's the small cot at the side of the bed. So they've just got elastic under, around the edges. Nice little fitted sheets. So I've been quite busy, even though you haven't seen me behind the scenes, I've been busy. Oh, can I show you this picture that Oliver's done? That's his dog, Clifford. Clifford the big red dog.
No, it's not red, it's orange.
Oh, he's orange. He's ginger, isn't he, really? He's orange, isn't he? Yeah. That's excellent, Oliver. Well done.
Is Angie Kelk your sister?
Angie Kelk is my sister.
She's watching you.
Hiya, Ange. Have good fun in Whitby. I wish I was coming with you. I just daren't, unfortunately. It won't be long, though.
Let's hope not.
I know. Can't wait, Angie. Believe me, I can't wait. Our Laura's here, but she won't put herself on screen. I just heard a chunter in the
She
corner.
said, "Hi, Ellie. Nice to see Laura and Ollie Bob's in the background."
Sorry, Laura. Oh. That's my daughter who's a bit camera shy.
Hi.
We've just been talking about getting Laura doing some quilting. She was all up for it. We all heard her, so all you people.
We did.
Diana, start telling her she's got to do it.
She needs to go to Aldi to get some fat quilters.
Yes. Right, so I'm just starting another one. What I'll do is I'll do it all the way across the top and start the next row, and then I'll leave it for this week because I have got a house full. But I will start building up to doing a bit more. It has been absolutely crazy here. We've having house renovations, and it's just absolutely crazy at the moment. Oops. Now,
Oliver, Nanan says that's lovely.
what's Nana's dog called? Roxy. And what's her cat called? Theo.
I know.
Cut her head off.
That's good, isn't it? No.
So I'm just lining it up again. And you can see how easy this is to do. I know it's not the proper way, but like I said, this is my way and I quite like it and it works, so I'm happy with that.
Angie says, "Don't blame you. We might change our minds, lol."
Well, if you do, Angie, get to Newcastle, get in that jacuzzi. Loving this, Sharon. You've done a brilliant job. Just looking at the corner matching. It's very good. At least Laura knows if she does a quilt, she'll have somebody to help her quilt it.
That's half the battle.
That's the whole, oh, nearly. That's the whole battle, isn't it? Getting somebody to quilt it for you. Just make sure you keep pushing your fabrics back. Yeah, I think next week I'm going to go back to the t-shirt that I was doing last time. I've not done anything with it, so I'm going to sew it together, and I am going to do some cutting on the scan and cut, and I may even do some screen printing because I want to put some patterns on the little vests as well. So anybody got any techniques they'd like to see, let me know, and if I can, I will try and see if I can get that done for you. Each one of these is taking 4 minutes. So if you think about quilting a quilt and it's, say, 5 rows across, if you change it straight away, you're only talking 20 minutes. Oh, brilliant. Is that another one, a Clifford? Fantastic. Are you going to draw him in your garden with your paddling pool? You could do your vegetable patch, because Oliver grows vegetables, like Alan Titchmarsh. Is he in your vegetable patch?
On.
Naughty Clifford. Naughty Clifford.
What do you grow in your vegetable patch, Oliver?
I'm being on it. It's naughty, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's watering them.
Out to the mouths of babes, hey? I think Laura's getting embarrassed.
He don't weigh on him. He does not weigh on
I'm glad to hear it, because I don't want carrots from your house.
You are growing carrots, aren't you?
You're growing carrots and
And watermelon.
watermelon's your favourite, isn't it? And strawberries.
What else? Peas too.
Beetroot.
No, potted peas.
Peas.
Potted peas, not peas.
Oh, podded peas. I like peas in the pod.
You're,
You and Uncle Lewis, I like peas in the pod. You're growing corn on the cobs. I like them too. Yum, yum, yum. Now, I haven't basted this quilt, if anybody's wondering what I did to start it off. Because we've got the wadding in between, it tends to hold it. And because we're not going up and over with the hoop, it tends to lay flat. So I've never found the need to. I have pinned the edges, and believe me, take those pins out, because as we found out, if your needle gets caught in them, you don't like it. But you can see we've nearly done the top row, and it's longer than it is wide, so probably 3 or 4 rows will do this. So really, in an evening, you've got a quilt. I might actually show you what the back's looking like now. We've done quite a few different. See if you can see it. You can't really see it, can you? You can tell it's all quilted, and it quilts it all the way over. Yeah. We've used a variegated thread. Let's see if you can see it from front better, because it's different colours.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah. So you can see now the pattern goes everywhere, and it will join up with the row below by using that stabilised one that we did. Right, so I'm just going to bring that up a bit. Take my hoop off. Put it back on. And then just put it roughly in place. And then down, across, stop again, and then just put it into position. There we go, that's about right. Just make sure everything's straight.
That's big quilt.
There we go.
This
It'll keep them nice and warm, won't it, Oliver? Is that Edvig, the owl?
Yeah.
It's Edvig or Edvig? Edvig. Something like that.
I've not got a clue because I don't know nothing about Harry Potter. Luckily for me, my niece does. Oh, Jessica.
I'm sure she's going to love it. Does she know she's getting it?
Nope, it's a surprise. They're moving into their first flat together on Saturday.
Oh, exciting.
So it's a surprise for them.
Maybe another 2 or 3. Maybe. Has anybody bought any new machines during lockdown?
Yes, me.
Oh yes, Sharon's got a new one. Tell us about your new machine.
So do you know me? MDC 200QC.
And are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it. Because I used to sew on an Aldi sewing machine. So it's a big upgrade really, but it does lots of good things.
Excellent. Anybody else out there? Let us know what you've been buying in lockdown. I bet there's been lots of fabric bought.
Oh yes. You're very quiet tonight, Ali.
I know they're too busy watching. Come on, anybody got any questions? Anything you'd like to see?
Sarah Langmaid's had a new overlocker, Janome air threader.
Oh wow, well done, Sarah.
Very jealous.
Yeah, how many machines have you got, Sarah? I know there's been a lot of machines sold because the brothers, there were none left in the country.
Carol Lewin says my nan was quite superstitious and said you should never move on a Saturday.
Oh,
Anne Stein? Yes, a V7. And
V7, brilliant.
and a block pleating ribbon pleating machine.
Oh, don't know that one.
And Carol Lewin bought a large roller wadding.
Oh, excellent. You got it all in ready.
And Jude Vidler's bought lots of machine embroidery thread.
Oh, Jude's just getting into it, aren't you, Jude? Did you manage with all your downloads now?
Sarah says far too many, about 15.
Oh, you've got more than me, Sarah.
I don't know how.
That's doing some. That is a lot of machines. Well, good advice about the industrial one though, Sarah. That's the one that's really helped me.
Jude says yes, thank you.
Good, good. Yeah, there's lots of free embroidery designs out there if people want to look.
And Carol says she said a Saturday flitter was a short sitter, lol.
Oh, and they're buying it as well.
No,
No.
it's rented because
That's all right then.
she's just finished. She's just graduating to be a high school teacher,
Right.
and she's not from round here originally. She's come over from Cheshire because her boyfriend's over here.
Very
And
nice.
they've got their first flat together. So
Well, it don't matter if it's rented, does it?
No.
So it's fine.
Bev says I've been dropping hints for a V3 to upgrade, but it's to no avail at the minute. I will
Oh.
keep trying though.
Yeah, keep trying, Bev, because that's going to really make a difference to your embroidery.
And Sarah Langmaid says other half says no more, lol.
I bet you get some more, Sarah. You're addicted.
Aren't we all?
Yep. Yes, we certainly are. Right, I'm just doing... I might get one...
How outside.
maybe another 2 or 3 on here. So let's just see where this one is. Press it again before it starts. Quite close, that one, almost spot on. Start that one going.
Vicky Cousin says Benina 770QE.
That's same as mine, Vicky. You've got the same one as me. Nice machine. So I think, yeah, that's going to be another 2 after this one. Should just about get us to the edge, but we have put quite a bit of wadding on the end, so we've got a bit to go over if we need to. And then what I will do is I'll start the next row, so basically you can see how the whole quilt would go together if you're wanting to have a go at doing it this way.
Carol Lewin says, I still have my brother's Super Galaxies embroidery machine. Must have had it 20 years.
Wow. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep it.
Julie Saner's watching.
Hiya, Julie.
Is Nana still watching?
Yes.
Yes, I think we picked the perfect one for this, the little stars.
Definitely. Vicky's going to check out the magnetic frames.
Definitely, Vicky. I don't know what. Oh, have you got the Benina embroidery unit for your machine? Because I do think they do the Benina ones. These are the ones for the brother, but they do different makes of machines. So don't let me forget when I'm going to remind Sharon to put the link.
I will do. I will.
We might have to set Sharon on as the cameraman, woman,
Sounds like
girl.
a plan.
It's looking good. I like it. I like all the words. Stupefy, Expelliarmus.
They don't mean nothing to me, not being a Harry Potter fan.
I've watched quite a few of them, but I don't know it all like our Abigail.
Jess will be over the moon with it.
Good. It's a lovely quilt. She'll be able to sit and read newspaper up back. So have they still got these in, Aldi?
Yes, I only bought them 2 weeks ago.
Abigail. You watch next time you go in, there won't be any.
Yes, have a brother 400 as well. Hope to see you soon. When are you opening?
Right, well, I think a lot of you know that I have closed the unit. Molly was getting worse and worse with the back legs and we couldn't get her in the car. So we decided at Christmas to close the unit and I'm working from home. Now, if anybody is short of anything, give me a call, and we've been doing like clandestine drop-offs at the front of the house where you pick it up, post the money or whatever, or pay by PayPal. So if you're after anything in particular, I can still do it, but I'm not open as such because obviously we've still got the problems with COVID and me working from home, it's not safe. But if anybody does want anything, have a look at the website, give me a call or Facebook me and let me know what you need and I will sort it out for you. So there's not a problem with that. And I know, Vicky, you're not far away, so you can always let me know and I'll pop up and meet you up at the top.
Mary Flatman is watching.
Hiya, Mary. Did you make your top with your fancy flamingo fabric? So I want to see it, I bet it's going to look lovely. Right, so I'm just getting it ready now for the penultimate one. So it's there, so I think it needs to be a bit further over. So yeah, one and a bit more. And
I'll
we'll...
wait for Roxy.
Are you doing Roxy now for Nana? pin out. I'm going to take this pin out as well because I'll likely forget that when I go.
Beryl Micklethwaite says,
yeah.
hi, Ali.
Hiya, Beryl. How are you doing? Hope you're all right, keeping safe. Right, so I'm just going to press that down, press it and press it again, and it's going to stop. And I'm about an inch away that time, getting worse. So just pull that, make sure it's all nice and straight. You can see when it's straight by looking at the seams, because I'm taking it that Sharon sewn them straight.
Ish.
Only teasing. She has sewn them straight. So yeah, I can see now that the stitches are just in the middle of the foot there. So can you see, if I raise the foot up, when I raise it back, lower it back down rather, and press go, it's going to stitch right on that stitch and then carry on.
Mary Flatman says, not yet, perhaps at the weekend.
Oh, good luck, Mary. I know it's going to look lovely. Like I say, I've got a top in that and I really like it. It's lovely fabric.
Beryl says, yes, I'm fine. I have a Janome 500E.
Right. I believe that if you're after the monster hoops, they do them for the Genomes. I think they do all makes. The best thing to do is to go onto Dime. I think it's Dime UK, and ask Michelle. Michelle will give you an answer if they do them or not. The reason as well why I'm doing it on my big table is the weight of the fabric. When you've got quite a large quilt, if you do it on a normal table and it's hanging down the front, it can actually pull out of your hoop a little bit and move, so you don't want that to happen. So the best thing to do is to put it on a table where you can lift it all up. Oh wow. This is Theo. Sorry, Roxy. Theo's the cat, isn't it? So this is Roxy.
And that's Clifford.
And that's Clifford.
And that's my vegetable patch.
I bet they're strawberries.
No, they're tomatoes.
Oh, sorry, they're tomatoes. Nana's wrong again. What are them?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. Carrots.
No.
Oh, you're growing pumpkins as well, aren't you?
Not pumpkins.
But you are growing pumpkins, aren't you?
Yeah, inside and outside.
Oh, your corn on the cob.
Corn on cob. No, that ain't corn on cob.
It's not corn on the cob, Mummy. Get it right, Mummy.
No, that is corn on cob.
That is corn on cob, Mummy.
That's my pumpkin. No, not pumpkin.
Carrots?
No, not that.
Oh, sorry. I know what that one is. Peas.
No.
I'm rubbish.
That
Yeah?
is what?
Is it salad? Lettuce? Oh, I'm coming to your house for a salad.
And salad.
Is that beetroot?
No, that's salad.
Oh, you got purple lettuce.
Yep.
Is that Lola Rosso?
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
And no.
Well, tomatoes are green when they're first done, aren't they? And then they go red.
Yeah.
Sally Brown says she's just tuned in and it looks intriguing.
Ah, it's embroidery, edge-to-edge embroidery, Sally. Well done, Oliver. And we're doing an all-over design. We're using Annalie Scott designs for the design, and we are using the Monster Snap hoops for the hooping, which makes it really easy to do a full quilt.
Phone's having a wobble on me because I tried to turn it upside down.
So it's just coming up to the last bit, and then I'm going to do this edge here, and I'll show you how you can skip through if you need to. Then we're going to start on the row below, and then I'll leave it there for tonight.
Diana says, well done, Oliver.
Oh, Nana's happy. Is it for Nana, that one? Is that picture for Nana? Who's that picture for? Or is it for my fridge? Thank you.
That's for Nana.
Well, we could share it. Me and your Nana could share it, couldn't we? Yeah. I'll share with you, Diana.
Sally Brown says, wow.
It's quilted by the machine, made by Sharon. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Oliver. You're very kind. So I'm just taking this up. This is what you can do with the Snap Hook Monsters. You can just lift the top off, leave it on your machine, move it over, and basically you don't have to reel. They are pretty strong, as you can see. Right, so what I'm trying to do is move it across and hoping I've got enough of the wadding. Might have to, maybe we should have left a little bit more. Let's just see if we can manage it.
Maybe just.
Oh, I don't know, it's coming out. It's coming out. Let's see. Ooh. I might have to come back in and add a little bit to that one. But let's see if we can do it. We might be able to. Let's see if we can manage. It might hold it firm enough, you know. The magnets are pretty strong.
Yeah, they're pretty strong, aren't they?
Yeah, so if I can lift that up, just push that on. Because what you can do is you can actually skip some of the design on here, so that's not a problem. Yeah, I think we might be able to do it. So just let that go.
Just gonna have to watch the edges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to really babysit this one. I could tape that. Just for speed, I'm not going to. If you tape it, you know that it's going to go back onto the design. No problem, but I'm going to just babysit it basically. So always leave quite a bit of wadding at this end here. So I'm ready now, just in case I need to press the stop button. Making sure when it goes back on, it's going on right. Right, when it comes off like this, what you can do is cut your thread and then just skip. So I'm going to press plus. Keep pressing plus 10 until it gets, well, I'm going to press plus 100. And you can see plus 100 again. It's still on this bit here, so I'm going to go a bit slower now because I'm coming back onto it. So now it's going to go back onto where and press play again. So there is ways of making sure it's not going to stitch all that if you don't need it to. And just watch it until it's done all this bit, and then it'll start to go onto the wadding again. Right, I'm going to stop it again, press cut, and I'm going to press plus when it's finished. I'm going to do press 100, and that's too much, so I'm going to go minus 100, plus 10, there we go, and then back onto the fabric again. So that's all you keep doing, you just keep doing that, and so that you're only actually stitching on your quilt. I may even do a YouTube video and put it on YouTube so that it's there for you to refer back to if you don't want to go through all the talking and everything, and I'll just do the actual quilting. but we're nearly on to the part where we go underneath, so. So again, just press cut and then do it in tens, or if you know it's going to be a long bit, you can do a +100. I think we're finished now, so I'm going to press OK and I'm going to press return. So what I'm going to do now is I'm now going to go below and I'm going to go back across the other way. So I'm going to go into edit and I'm going to do rotate 90 degrees. So now it's going to start at the right end instead of the left. So press OK, embroidery. So take that up. Again, I don't have to unhoop. I can just take that out. I'll do you a quick look. So you can see we've done all the top row of stitching. Are you pinching my dairily triangles, little man? I think I'll allow you to.
It's soft.
I know. So you can see there, that's what we've achieved so far, and it's not took us long at all. So I'm now going to start underneath and go back across the bottom way. So I'm going to place this side in the machine, and this is when we need to get that stabilised piece that we did. So I'm going to move that up.
I think your grandson needs to be on the telly, Ali. Keeps coming in front of the camera.
It's a novelty, everyone.
No.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to where I think it needs to be. Oliver, Sharon's just filming this bit, sweetheart. Right, so I've put it where I think it needs to go. And I'm going to just pull that across a little bit. I'm going to get my... This is how much it actually stitches out. So you know, if you place this on underneath this, if I lift that up, it's going to stitch to here. It's going to stitch to this edge here. And it's going to start here, which is just about spot on for the edge there. But I want to make sure that I'm not going to stitch over the top of the previous row. And I would do by about an inch if I did it there. So you can see when I lift that up, we've still got the design there. So I need to move that up about an inch.
Pat Gray is watching.
Hiya, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Oh, reaching across. Right, so now let's lift it up. And yeah, that's okay. We've, just a little bit, tiny bit there.
It's the beauty of the magnet. You can just shufty them along rather than having to.
You don't have to take the whole hoop out, unscrew it, lift it up, move it back, test it again. I know that now that is going to be perfect along there. It's right along there. It's fine there. I'm just going to make sure I'm stitching straight. I'm watching this line here. And if you get your first one right, the other ones will be fine afterwards. So I think that's about right. So I'm going to lower my foot and press start. And this time I wanted it to come to this side, which is right. The rest of the quilt is all here, which is out of the way, so it's not going to get caught. But this will now start at this side and then it will stop at this end here. So when I move my quilt here, it's going to be starting at the end of the last one. So I'll let it finish this one. I'll start the next hooping, and that's around about 8 o'clock. So that's about perfect. I like to do about an hour. So if anybody is wanting to see it more in depth and more just this, not all the chitter chatter and everything else, then I'll do a tutorial and put it on my website and on YouTube as well. But it definitely is something that is worth exploring if you've got an embroidery machine. And some of the designs are brilliant.
Karen Miles
Yeah.
is watching.
Hiya, Karen. Yeah, we're back to this being my regular spot now. Thursday night, 7 till 8 or thereabouts, depending on what I'm doing. So I will be back next Thursday. If I can get a camera woman here, I shall try. If
Sure,
not,
right, it can be
it'll just
arranged.
me
Sure, it can be arranged.
and maybe Oliver. You never know. We might get little Oliver. His mum is saying no.
You're saying yes.
Jude Fiddler says, brilliant.
Thank you, Jude. I'm glad you enjoy it. I like these ones. It's nice that.
I like the purple H ones as well.
Yeah. Quite like the jelly beans too.
Yeah, there's some of the names on them.
I've not read them yet. Oh, baked bean flavour.
Baked bean. Bonnet.
No, I don't fancy that one.
Jude says, I'm too far away to operate your camera.
I know you would, Jude, if I asked you.
And Sarah says, love the show.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. I'm just hoping it's going to go right up to the row above. Oh, yes, we're doing it. So it looks like a continuous one then. You haven't got any gaps in between, which is how we wanted it. Coming up to the final bit now.
Vicky says, it's been brilliant. Great information as usual. Thanks, Ali. Speak soon.
Thank you, Vicky. See you later.
Karen Miles says, good evening, Ali.
Hiya, good evening,
We'll
Karen.
catch up. Didn't know you could quilt using an embroidery machine. Can you on all machines?
So long as your hoop is big enough, then yes. It's not so much the machine, it's the size of the hoop. You need to have a hoop bigger than a 5x7. So any other size bigger than a 5x7 and you can do it. Most machines, you can get upgrades to do bigger ones. So I think it depends more on your hoop size than your machine anyway. But they definitely do the designs for more than just Brother. The designs that we're using, as I said before, what Amelie's got, we are going to put it in the description box or on Facebook, whichever, for you to see. And the hoops are the dimensions in machine embroidery. Right, so what I've done is I've lifted the hoop up. I'm looking for where it finished. This time, because we rotated it, it's finishing on this side. Now I know that it needs to be in line with the needle, so I'm going to move that up a little bit. Just pull it as straight as you can. Bring the top part over. And you can feel when it's in line with the bottom one. Just pull it straight. On a quilt like this, it's easy to keep it straight because you've got your straight lines on your blocks. Now, it's there where we finished off last time. So I'm going to press my foot down, press the start button and press it again. No, that's way off. So I'm going to lift my needle up, lift it back up. Actually, I don't, yeah, I will lift it back up. And I'm just going to pull that over this way to get that back across. And when it's level with the needle, I know that I'm round about the right place. And it's so easy to pull it across because you haven't got the hoops that you have to tighten. I can press my foot down and I can see there, if I raise it again, the needle is hovering above where those stitches are. So if I press the foot down and then press my needle down, it's stopping right in the right spot. Press go. It'll do 3 locking stitches and then it will go on its way.
Karen says, where did you find the quilting designs?
The quilting designs are all Amelie Scott designs. They're an American company, but they are all available to download. I think they're about $19, and you get about 10 designs in each pack. There is lots and lots of different expansion packs, and they are well worth every penny that you pay for them. They come in 3 different sizes. I think it's 6 by 11, 8 by something, and 9 by 16, something like that. But you do get 3 different sizes, and they are above the 5 by 7s, I know that much. Right, so this is now merrily on its way. I will take a photograph when it's all finished to show you all, and I know Sharon will take a photograph when she's finished the binding. But it's been lovely to show you all how to do this. I will go more in depth if people want it, but it's almost 5 to 8 now, so I'm going to sign off until next week, and I'll let Oliver come and say bye-bye. Are you coming to say bye? Come, treasure. So, bye-bye from me and Sharon. Thank you very much for filming, Sharon.
You're welcome. Bye.
Say bye-bye. See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.